left the girls' locker room. And then through this. Okay. So the only one I'm not sure. Okay. And then this. Is that right? So it's move the poster and put it back up, and then move the dumbbell, and then move the body. And that's the end of that, right? So I know everything up until this point is right. So I know this is right. This is the first thing that could be wrong. I know it's not the weight. What is this right here? Oh, when he killed her? So... that doesn't make any sense anywhere. So what's this one right here? Is it the... he kept... no... oh, he put it in the, he broke it in the sauna, right? The sauna. Is that this? Is that the sauna? Okay. I can't tell that that's a sauna. So is that right now? Is everything good now? Oh my, are you yelling at me? Don't you yell at me. So that goes here. Oh. Is this right? Then this is right, right? Oh. And this is here. Okay.
The killer is you! First,
We got that.
last night, at the time, that's something. With bag in hand, she made her way to, but how could the victim?
What? Oh, are those fucking... God damn it. Really? You're gonna... oh my god. Fuck you,
The killer
stupid
is
fucking game.
You! With bag in... she made her way to the locker, but how could... simple, which is... once in...
Okay,
it
we got
seems
that.
likely. And attack. And that's where... it was likely... which is why the... then removing the blood...
What are we... oh my god! That's gotta be this then, right?
Here's exactly what happened. Which is why then removing...
Okay, there you go.
and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a... After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those,
What the? God, I fucking. Ugh. I am thinking about it. He's went into the girls. The only other thing is. He moves everything over into the other room. The poster. But what? I'm sorry, like. What? Okay. My conclusion, though, is the poster in between the door and everything, the poster doesn't make any sense in that order.
the killer is you! After all, Sayaka and using one of those, a boy could get into.
It's just the
And that's
order
exactly how
of
the
where
killer
the
did.
poster is doesn't make any sense contextually with what's around it.
With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
My ADHD is very hard for me
That
to slow
could have
down.
been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation,
Oh no.
making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene,
LZT, what are you doing awake, you
he went and
maniac?
grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work.
What's up, friend? I love your face.
He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly
Insanity?
message there at the
What's up,
scene of the
Andrew?
crime.
How you doing, friend?
He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's
And how was I
bag
supposed to
other
know that was the
belongings,
sauna, by the
arrived
way?
at the sauna.
Andrew, how you doing, friend? LZT, what are you doing awake is my next question. I love your face, but it's okay. Why are you awake?
There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played.
And
Isn't
why
that
did they
right,
go back from the
Mondo
killer to the glasses guy and then back? Look at his crazy picture there. I mean, it took a couple tries. Took a couple tries, but here we are.
Wait! No! This can't be right! Where's your evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence?
You just gave your evidence, you idiot.
Proof!
I know.
Without any
The
proof,
bromance
you
is
can't
over.
pin any of this on him!
Evidence that Mondo is the killer. That already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I could somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will become clear. A new element is added to the bullet time battles. Would you like to? Why? Stop adding stuff. Andrew, how you doing? LZT, how are you guys doing? Let's talk a little bit about fever time and nega time. During a bullet time battle, if you press the RB button, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. You can push A, Y, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got access to a special time, right? So we also prepare something called nega time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates nega time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate fever time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use nega time. Well then, good luck. I don't want this shit again. Oh my god.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False.
Can I be out of nega time?
I refuse to vote. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
I'm trying to. My sense of
Thinking so far is right.
rhythm isn't great.
Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's, in which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
I gotta be that time. That fucking nice, that nega attitude or nega time or whatever it's called is made it really hard until you use your thing.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Oh, wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank!
Give it a yank.
Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
I mean, he just admitted to it,
What's
so.
it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Monokuma vote. Taka, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
What?
This time it looks like you got it right again. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, Red. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Awada. In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotoka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimura. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way. No way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
We fucked so hard, and he didn't. Like, he was so gentle in bed. He put his balls on my face, and I loved it.
What is this?
Okay, with Mondo and Taka, Mondo's the top, right? Why are you apologizing? Why? Why? I haven't seen it, Andrew. No. Why? Yeah, Mondo's got to be a top with Taka, right? Taka is like very about rules, and I don't think he would be a top. Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast forward the text. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy, but no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, that inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak, 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 weak.
Poor Chihiro. Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which, of course, included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro was actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. No, they wouldn't. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him into him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
So sorry, I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But...
But I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. I don't know, man. Annoyingly, he used the thread of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger. Have you ever seen
That's right.
Sleepaway Camp? Because they have the famous end scene of that movie, and it's just
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day he made the commitment to begin exercise. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it. So they're implying in this, though, that Chihiro really wasn't trans, but was only using dressing as a girl as a sign of protection. It was his armor, because he didn't want to be hurt. When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help, but wanted to tell that person his secret first and then ask them to help him from there. And that person he went to,
Yeah, that's right.
it was me. Yup, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promise were, so Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help me give some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration, and he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep a secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us sort of immediately begun to suspect his identity. So, he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbooks, see? Then, Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed. Why would he do that? Oh, Stardew. I hear, like, a lot of people are talking really good things about the new one. No, you guys are fine. You being here is cool, and like you don't have to be sitting here and talking chat. Lurkers are appreciated. The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it, after all. What's the game there, Reese? The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
Oh, Stardew. That's right. Okay. I've never played Stardew. That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something you didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone?
You're wrong.
It's impossible. I
Don't
was seeing
make me
someone
repeat
talking
myself.
about there's some weird context of these twins that are in the game, and one of them's married to like the only black guy in the village, and everyone gets mad they can't marry her, and it seems very racist or something like that.